This morning, President Biden announced that pharmaceutical giant Merck will help make Johnson & Johnson's single-shot coronavirus vaccine. Under the arrangement, Merck will dedicate 2 facilities in the US to producing the shots. One will provide fill-finish services, the last stage of the production process during which the vaccine substance is placed in vials and packaged for distribution. The other will actually make the vaccine itself and has the potential to vastly increase supply, perhaps even doubling what Johnson & Johnson could make on its own. Now, this is not the sort of thing that normally happens. Normally, companies like Merck do not produce other vaccines for other companies. This is apparently a deal that was brokered by the Biden administration, which is great news. However, Trump should have done this. We should not be like now setting up these deals. We already have a delay in rolling out the vaccine because we didn't already do this. And by the way, Biden announcing this is great news eventually, because it could take up to 2 months to get the fill finish plant ready and a few more months to equip the other facility to actually make the vaccine. Yeah. So that will be good news, but why weren't those facilities ready to go? They should have been ready in December, let alone in March, let alone now we gotta wait until the late spring. So add this to the list of things that if Trump gave a damn about any of this, we could have been ready with facilities like this scattered across the country. We certainly have the money for it, but we didn't. And so you getting vaccinated or me getting vaccinated is gonna needlessly take months longer than it should. And during that, a lot more people are gonna die. February was better than March, but over 70,000 people still died in the US during February. It's entirely possible that March will be just as bad as the highly contagious variants of the COVID virus continue to spread across America. We could be fully vaccinated in a month or two if this work had already been done. But again, no, it just wasn't, and that's totally cool. It's apparently not illegal in any way to totally hamstring a country's response to the worst disaster it's had in our entire life. And so this is good news, but it's only sort of good news. It's like a kind of a silver lining, and only one that's gonna manifest in a few months from now.
I mean, 100 years ago with the Spanish flu, we lost 500,000 people. Here we are 100 years later, science, technology through the roof, still 500,000 people. I mean, what are we doing here? Now, there's a lot of synergistic variables that are playing into why people are a little bit more laissez-faire, including politicians, because it's not affecting children as much as it is an elderly population. Now, people really freaked out during the Spanish flu because kids were dropping like flies, so there was a little bit more of a panic. Well, obviously, we don't want to just shrug off our elderly population. And it really, I don't even want to blame Trump, honestly, John, because there's a lot of people that could have had these wheels in motion. And this guy, Trump, really didn't give any care about anything. So if he had the right people talking in his ear who really cared about this country, who are still in office, by the way, Trump may be gone, but these people are still in power. We're already seeing them. We talked about the minimum wage and how they're holding back support for the American people. This is just another example of that. And I'm a little bit interested to know what sort of deal Biden made with Merck. What was the compromise? Is it gonna be, don't worry, I won't push Medicare for all. Don't worry, you're still gonna get paid down the road. These are the kinds of backdoor dealings that we don't know how that goes, of governing, as they call it. So we're gonna find out what sort of deals were made and why, what sort of sacrifices we have to do.
If it's any reassurance to you, Viviana, I don't think that Biden needed to reassure Merck that he wasn't gonna push for Medicare for all. I think they were pretty sure about that already. But yeah, I get what you're saying. We wouldn't know, we can't know, but I'm assuming a lot of money. In this particular case, I'm, in the absence of overhauling our entire medical system, I'm okay with some money going out if it's actually gonna result in people receiving the vaccine, especially considering the populations that are being worse devastated by COVID. Yeah.
I honestly believe, and this is really disgusting, but I do believe politicians have considered the benefit of losing our elderly population as how much less it'll cost them in Social Security. And it's ugly to say, but that's really where we're at in this country with predatory capitalism and how we can save. They've already been trying to slash Social Security benefits anyway. And so here we have 500,000 people dead, and a lot of them over 65. So these are our retirees. I've said this from the beginning, and I still stand by the fact that I think that this is a loss that they're willing to take.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.